On HamClock, these solar panels give you a fast, practical view of space weather that can affect HF conditions. First is the SDO image panel. SDO stands for Solar Dynamics Observatory. You can switch between composite, magnetogram, and several wavelength views like 6173, 131, 193, 211, and 304 angstroms. 6173. Visible light view of the sun's surface, especially sunspots and photospheric structure. This is the most natural looking of the group. 131. Highlights very hot plasma, especially in solar flares and active regions. Good for spotting intense flare activity. 193. Shows the corona and is especially useful for seeing coronal holes and regions tied to solar wind flow. Often one of the most useful ham radio-related views. 211. Shows hot coronal structures a bit differently than 193, helping reveal active regions and large-scale coronal loops. 304. Shows cooler plasma in the chromosphere and transition region. Good for prominences, filaments, and activity around the lower solar atmosphere. In plain terms, 6173 shows the surface, 304 shows lower atmospheric activity, and 131, 193, and 211 show hotter material higher up in the corona. Each view highlights something different on the sun, such as magnetic structure, hot active regions, flares, or coronal features. For a ham operator, this gives visual context for why band conditions may be stable, improving, or suddenly disturbed. HamClock also shows the sun's azimuth and elevation, so you can relate the solar view to the sun's position in the sky. Next is the Solar Flux History pane. In your backend, that history is built from official daily solar flux data and averaged by month, then written into the HamClock history file. That makes the panel useful for seeing the broader trend, not just a single number today. If the curve is rising over time, that usually means the sun has been more supportive of higher frequency propagation overall. Then there is the solar wind pane. OHB pulls NOAA SWPC plasma data, keeps roughly the last 24 hours at about 1-minute cadence, and writes out epoch, density, and speed samples. In plain language, this pane helps show whether solar wind conditions are quiet or becoming more energetic. When solar wind speed or density starts climbing, that can be an early clue that geomagnetic conditions may become more unsettled. So the real value is this. SDO shows what the sun is doing. Solar flux history shows the recent trend in solar strength, and solar wind shows what is arriving near Earth now. Put together, those panels help explain what you are hearing on the air.